In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to keep your leather boots looking fresh to death. So I do want to say that the oils and wax I use all have disclaimers that they will darken the appearance of leather. This is actually ideal for black boots, but if you really like that worn-in grungy look or have brown boots that you don't want to darken, then you probably won't want to use these products or follow this cleaning process, since this video is about how to keep your boots looking fancy fresh. Markk Premium Shoe Cleaner, which comes with this cleaning brush. I grabbed this from Little Burgundy. LEATHERALL 365 from SoftMoc. Dr. Martens Wonder Balm. Most importantly, Nikwax waterproofing wax for leather. This stuff is absolutely wicked, you guys will see. And any brand of a quick leather shine. So start by grabbing a towel or rag you don't mind getting dirty, a pair of boots you want to freshen up, and a bowl of water for cleaning, so preferably a bowl that you don't actually eat out of. So I'm going to clean my Blundstones. They're my main winter boot and I wear them every morning to the dog park, so they definitely build up a lot of mud and grime. I like to clean them on a fairly regular basis, like every month or so. Step 1. So we're going to start with the Markk Premium Shoe Cleaner. The ingredients say it's made from natural soaps derived from coconut and jojoba oils. It's 98.3% natural and safe to use on all materials. So grab the handy brush it comes with and dip it into the bowl of water. The directions say to apply a liberal amount of solution to the brush, so go ahead and drizzle it on. Dip the brush back into the bowl of water and then start scrubbing it all around your boot. You'll see it create some foaming action. I find that you don't actually need to dip it back into the water after you put the solution on, so you'll see when I clean the second boot, it foams up a lot more. Once you've lathered your whole boot up, wipe it clean with a towel. I also gently brushed over the elastic part of my boot, since it also gets a lot of mud buildup there. You can repeat these steps as many times as you need to get your boot clean to your heart's content. So now that we have a clean canvas to work with, let's move on to the SoftMoc LEATHERALL 365. Step 2. This stuff is all natural and it's meant to clean, condition, and protect leather. It comes in such a large container, it's $10 and I've been using this same tub for at least over 5 years, so it is well worth the money. It did originally come with a little sponge applicator, but it fell apart, so I just have a separate sponge I use to apply it. This stuff goes a long way, so really you only want to graze it to get a little bit on the sponge. Wipe it over your entire boot to give it back some moisture. Step 3. Now we move on to the magical part, the Nikwax waterproofing. How do you protect your leather boots from the wet, wintry conditions? Waterproof them. Shake that shit like a Polaroid picture. So this stuff is environmentally friendly and doesn't contain harmful chemicals or solvents, so you can actually use your hands to apply it if you want. I've done this in the past, but I prefer using the sponge applicator so I don't have to wash my hands like 5 times afterwards. Again, a little goes a long way, so start with a small amount and squeeze out more if you need it. You'll see that it's this white creamy color, so it's easy to see where you've applied it. Make sure you get it in all the seams where water can get in. Just apply that shit everywhere. If there's some leftover whiteness, just take a sponge and rub it in until the color disappears. Now let's do a little water test. So I'm just gonna drizzle some water over these boots, and look at that magic! As you can see, the water isn't penetrating through the leather and the beads of water are just chilling on the boot and sliding right off. Successfully waterproofed. And just because it's so great, here's another test with my Doc Martens that I waterproofed a couple weeks ago. Honestly, this stuff has been an absolute game changer for being able to wear leather boots in the winter without being worried about damaging them. Step 4. And the last step is to finish them off with this Dr. Martens Wonder Balm. So this is a blend of natural and synthetic waxes, and it nourishes, conditions, and protects leather. So you're probably okay with either the LEATHERALL 365 or the Wonder Balm. You probably don't need both, but the immigrant mentality in me won't let me waste the LEATHERALL, so I feel the need to finish it. So again, you only want to use just a touch, smooth it over the entire surface, and you're good to go. And I do find that the LEATHERALL makes the leather a little bit too shiny for my liking, whereas the Wonder Balm leaves a more subtle shine, almost like a matte but greasy look. Your boots are moisturized, waterproofed, and your leather is back to looking supple and sexy. So to minimize how often you have to do this full clean, try to do a quick once over with one of those quick leather shine sponges. I leave mine by the door so it's easy access to use right before I head out. Once the shine fluid is all used up, instead of buying a new one, take a glob from that bottomless pit LEATHERALL and shove it into the center of the sponge to act as like a refill. The applicator is just a lot easier to use rather than having a separate sponge that I have to dip into the oil, because that's one whole extra step. So doing this means I'm more likely to actually use it on my boots before heading out, which means effortless upkeep for consistently fresh looking boots. Instead of being lazy and ruining boots in the snow and salt and tossing them after a few seasons, I've always been really big on taking good care of my boots because they can last so much longer if you just give them a little bit of love. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully it can help revive some old boots you may have laying around, or just keep them looking fresh to death throughout the winter season. Thanks for watching!